Hello and welcome back to another episode of a Cozy Christmas Podcast. My name is Art, and are you done with your Christmas shopping yet? I have not even started. It's going to be bad this year, guys. But you didn't come here to hear me panic about all the shopping I still have to do. I welcome you back to another episode, another interview episode in which I talk to Jessica Thompson. She writes the series The Caterer's Guide to Crime. It's a delightful series following a lady named Violet, who is the caterer in question. And as she goes about different catering jobs, she stumbles across dead bodies and stolen jewels and all kinds of things that you come to expect in a cozy mystery. Do keep an ear out because I will be dropping episodes twice a week between now and Christmas. Typically the one out at the earlier part of the week will be an interview or something like that. And then we have a story I've been reading. It's called Old Christmas by Washington Irving. And you can expect those out just in time for the weekend. So let's go ahead and head up to the interview loft. I'll set up my blanket fort. And I hope you enjoy my conversation with Jessica Thompson, author of The Caterer's Guide to Crime series. Welcome back to the Cozy Christmas Podcast. You have a returning guest today. She needs no introduction, but I'll give her one anyway. Jessica Thompson. She's the author of the Caterer's Guide to Murder series. I believe if I got that name right.
Caterer's Guide to Crime.
Caterer's Guide to Crime. There we go.
Enough.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get that right. She's been on the Bookshelf Odyssey podcast, my other podcast, a few times. Always has some great friends she brings along there, so you can check out those episodes as well, if you'll not mind a shameless self-plug there. But Jessica, welcome back to the Cozy Christmas Podcast.
Yeah, thanks, Art.
This is my favorite time of year. I know you enjoy it as well. You've got books written about that take place during Christmas time, all that good stuff. So just real quick I've got some new folks listening who might not know you. Give us a quick pitch. Who are you? What do you do?
All right. I'm Jessica Thompson. So far I've written culinary cozy mysteries. So cozy mysteries, and they have recipes in them. Even the short story anthologies I have, they have corresponding recipes, and you might have to go to my website to get them, just because where else am I supposed to put them? And so yeah, what the new Christmas story I have for this year is in an anthology, but I do have one full-length culinary cozy mystery. It's called A Caterer's Guide to Holidays and Homicide.
Yes, perfect reading for this time of year, for sure. Kind of introduce us a little bit to your main characters in the Caterer's Guide to Crime series.
My main character is Violet, and she's a caterer. I guess that's clear. I don't know. She's a caterer, so she'll be at a party that she's catering, or sometimes a guest at, and oh no, someone drops dead. Or this one, it's like, oh no, something big was stolen. My short story in A Cookie of a Scoundrel, which comes out December 14th, 2024. That one, that's why I'm calling it A Caterer's Guide to Crime, because it's not murder, it's just a big robbery. So, some big ruby earrings go missing. So she has to solve it quickly because they start looking at her and her husband. So I don't have the love triangle thing going on. I think that's Art's favorite part of the series.
Yeah.
I kind of do in the first book. So in the first book, it's when they get together. Spoilers. But I think it's pretty clear that they're going to get together the whole time. So anyway, so in the other books, it's like they're either dating or engaged or married. And they're kind of a team.
Hmm.
because he used to investigate for the army. He was an MP, so he kind of knows what's up, and he has some contacts in the police. And she's just very observant and a caterer and kind of a neat freak, although she doesn't like to be called that.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
what else? And then that brings up a lot of food because she'll be cooking something while they're talking. So then I get to talk about my grandma's fudge recipe or something.
Yeah, I do enjoy that. I mean, I love a slow burn, as it were, or
Yeah.
a friends to lovers kind of trope. But there is something fun too about, you start the series off when you first wrote the first book. They were married, and it sometimes they look at that like in a TV series or something, that when they finally get together and married, then the series ends,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, well, what happens after? I want the rest of that story. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And I like, that real life aspect of being partners.
right. Yeah, marriage definitely doesn't end your story.
Yeah.
In fact, it sometimes takes it on a whole new direction.
Yeah.
And I have to say that, or else my wife will end me. So,
To march up in the attic. Hey,
yeah, I heard that.
I heard that.
You're gonna lock the door, keep you up there.
Yeah.
No, she's great. But yeah, yeah. So it's interesting character dynamics, definitely. And
Thanks.
your Christmas one, I really enjoyed. That very good one. So
Oh,
uh,
good.
I
That's my
know
best selling one.
I have just been reading some cozy mysteries set at Christmas time, and it does seem weird to talk about murder and Christmas and cozy, but it works. I don't
It
know.
works.
It really does. It's a magical mixture.
It's magical.
Right. You got a new collection of short stories coming out that have a bunch of authors contribute to that collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. What can we expect in that collection?
Uh, I guess as I said, mine isn't murder, but most of the stories in that one are murder. And it's a cookie of a scoundrel, and it's a cozy mystery tribe anthology. And yeah, it's short stories that are like, I don't know, like 5 to 7,000 words. And we were talking amongst the group, and a lot of us have corresponding recipes. So we're talking about putting out, like, I already put the recipe on my website. So I guess you can go to jessicathompsonauthor.com to get my grandma's fudge recipe. But yeah, a lot of us have recipes in or related to our stories. So we're talking about making a little ebook or free short book of the recipes.
Will that include poison in any of the food, or?
That'll be the optional note at the
Oh,
bottom.
okay.
Optional arsenic.
Yes, half teaspoon of arsenic should do the trick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get banned on this episode. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. What does YouTube let you talk about?
I don't know. I guess I'll find out. uh, well, that's all right. But yeah, I've been having some of my guests on to talk about food and some of the fun foods of Christmas time. You've already mentioned your grandma's fudge. What can you tell us about that? What
Yeah.
memories do you have?
I keep thinking about it because it's a fun story, because
Hmm.
I've kept meaning to ask my parents, because it's really my dad's mom's recipe,
Hmm.
but both sides of the family were really close. Like, my great grandma on one side actually lived with my grandma on the other side.
Hmm.
Like, I didn't know that was strange when I was a kid. It was like, of course, everyone's both sides of family hangs out with both sides of family. Doesn't everyone do that? Anyway, so I've been meaning to ask my mom or my dad's sisters to see who has it. But I finally did. So my mom pulled out, and she has it handwritten. So I get my grandma's handwriting too.
Mm-hmm.
So I transcribed it exactly for my aunts and sent it to them, but I made a little more sense of it to put it on my website.
Mm-hmm.
More exact directions instead of like pour into pan, the end.
Okay, but how much and
Yeah.
when?
Wait, when does it get hard? I don't know. So
Right.
yeah, it was really fun to find that recipe and it was really easy. So pretty
Mm-hmm.
jazzed about it.
Yeah, I know my grandma would make fudge every year, and when she passed away, I know my aunt, it would be her daughter, tried to make it, and it didn't taste the same.
Oh,
You know, and I didn't tell my aunt that, so hopefully she's not listening. But I, maybe it was just my imagination, but just something subtle about it that it was different, and
love.
it must have been. Yeah, that's what my brother says. He can be sentimental sometimes, but
Yeah.
but yeah, and it could be. There's just something about the way she did it, a little bit different. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
And not even bad, just not
mhm,
the same.
right, yeah, yeah, and it was good. It was good fudge. I'm not going to turn away fudge. I mean,
Yeah. It's really hard to be bad.
right, right, but yeah, sometimes it's I don't know those recipes that she's made so often. I don't even know if she measured anymore. It's just put this,
Yeah.
that, this in and throw it in the oven and or however you make it, and it was
Yeah.
done. Yeah. My wife has some recipe cards that my grandma wrote out some recipes
Cool.
for her when we got married. And this was like 24 and a half years ago. uh, One of the things my wife asked for were recipes from the family members because she wanted to get a good little batch started of recipes
Yeah.
she could go to. So yeah, so she has some recipes handwritten out by my grandma, and those are really precious, to have those. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah. So you've got a copy of yours,
Yeah.
handwritten. That's a family heirloom.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So like I immediately scanned it in, took pictures of it, spread it around
Hmm.
in case it, I don't know, spontaneously combusts or something.
Right. Or
It's
you,
saved.
you spill something on it and it
Yeah.
washes the ink away. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about spilling.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta be careful where I put my water. Yeah. What is this next to my elbow? Bump bump.
Yeah.
Oops. Well, at least it didn't spill on my computer. So
Yeah. Good.
yeah, yeah. That's great. Yeah. So what are your favorite foods around the holiday season?
Yeah, it's definitely baking season, but I think it's all year. My favorite food is Thai food. So basically anything that's Thai, I love it. So spicy stuff. In my other books, I have recipes for like cinnamon and chocolate cookies and noodle dishes. Man, I love a good noodle dish. So like I think there's two different Thai noodles in A Caterer's Guide to Holidays and Homicide.
Hmm.
Ooh, and that one has a chocolate peanut butter cheesecake.
Well, you have to excuse me now. We're gonna
Yeah,
go to the kitchen here.
need a napkin.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, now that sounds really rich though,
yeah,
with chocolate, peanut butter, and cheesecake. You said it was.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So if it's dessert, I'm gonna say chocolate. So it's chocolate season. Woohoo.
I don't know when chocolate season ends though. That might be
Yeah,
a
never?
it might be a 12-month celebration for me.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
see. Definitely, I don't know if other people do a lot of chocolate at Thanksgiving, but my family does. And then lots of Christmas, and then Valentine's Day. After that, you just have to, I don't know, find a an equilibrium,
Hmm.
a cacao equilibrium.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, well, how was your Thanksgiving then?
It was
I don't.
great.
Good.
We went non-traditional this year, so we had Korean barbecue as a big family.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to my sister's because she has a gigantic table. She calls it the aircraft carrier. So we could put 3 electric griddles on it and have just meat as far as the eye could see.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Well, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
Well, we kept it pretty traditional. We had turkey and stuffing, and my son made some mashed potatoes, or maybe it was he and his fiance made. I don't know which of them made it, but they were really good. It had she said it had like was it cream cheese in
Oh
it
yeah.
or something? Yeah, some paprika sprinkled on it. Oh man,
Oh, nice.
like these are good. Wow.
Yeah. Like couldn't eat
uh,
those every day, but oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. We had a overall a pretty light dinner, to be honest.
Funny.
We had some pumpkin bread and banana bread. Actually, my wife, she forgot to make some vegetables, so we're like, that's oh well,
Oh well.
we'll eat healthy later.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, just a really good turkey baked in the oven. I don't even know what she does with it. It's very simple. I mean, it's a very simple recipe, but it tastes so good. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's
She
like
knows the tricks.
yeah, it's just like lemon and onions or something like that. I don't know.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, really good. And I was disappointed though because this year we did not have as many leftovers as we normally do. So I could not have, my endless days of turkey dinner for breakfast and lunch and
Yeah.
oh well. Um, but yeah, we had I had all the kids home and my oldest his fiance was with us. So
Cool.
yeah, really nice time. And then
So
we
everyone got to be there?
yep,
The whole family?
yep,
Cool.
yep. We decorate for Christmas on Friday and we're running headlong into the Christmas season now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you get to decorate in the attic before Thanksgiving?
I did. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I have a little space here that I record, so I have a little tree up and my last interview I did, I wanted a video of it. Like I said, I was trying out a new system here, um yeah, but yeah, so I needed a tree, something just to decorate behind me, and it's not just a white wall. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, now you're getting the glare of the sun right now as well.
It works. It's an angelic Christmas glow.
That's right. Yeah, this is how I walk around all year.
Yeah.
Just
You walk into a room. Ah,
Hallelujah chorus starts playing, and
yep.
well, do you have anything fun this Christmas season you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, having a book coming out at Christmas is kind of a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
It's really great, but it also means you're spending time promoting it instead of what? I don't know, shoving your face with fudge. So, so yeah, this year it's a cookie of a scoundrel. And last year it was a different Cozy Mystery Tribe anthology. It was a tradition of allegations, but the paperback wasn't ready last year, so I guess I'm just pushing both this year. And then always my book, A Caterer's Guide to Holidays and Homicide. So all of them. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I did read tradi- Traditions of Allegation,
Oh yeah.
that collection. Yeah. Yeah, that was good. And then this Cozy Mystery Tribe, yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys periodically put out collections of mystery short stories. And
Mm-hmm.
they're usually really worth reading. A lot of fun. Found some
Thanks.
new authors, and yeah, always great.
Thanks. Yeah, the last one I was in was the Halloween one, but they've put out a lot this year. I just, maybe 2 or 3 every year. I jump in.
Yeah, throw in the odd dead body or stolen jewel, and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Well, this year, we're we're having some fun this year. There's a community theater that my wife and daughter have been a part of, and this year they're putting on a Christmas variety show of music and skits and different things, and so they convinced me to try out for this Christmas Carol skit. So
Cool.
so I did, and I got the part of Scrooge, which I'm
Cool.
really excited about. But I haven't memorized lines in a long time,
Oh.
so it's my brain is just like, what are you doing to me? I can't memorize anything.
Yeah.
But
I would say practice in front of an audience because I'll think I have it
Mhm.
memorized, and then as soon as there are people watching, it's like, nope, there it all goes.
Yeah. Yeah, we have practices 2 nights a week, and that does really help. I was surprised at how much doing it that way just kind of cemented it in my head.
Cool.
But yeah, it's a really fun. It's like a 15-minute parody skit of A Christmas Carol, and
Oh, it's a parody,
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
fun.
yeah. It's really fun. Yeah, the like the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. My wife is playing, and in this version, that ghost wants to be a rapper, so she's dressed up in this rap outfit, and she's terrible at it. I mean, she's
It would
supposed to
be
be
funny if
terrible.
she was good at it.
Well, she's good at rapping, but the character is terrible at it. So
Oh, perfect.
yeah, so it's perfect. Yeah. When I saw that character needed to rap, I said, Aaron, this is you. You got to do this. But yeah, sure enough, she got that. And then the Ghost of Christmas Present is dressed up like a giant present, you know. So
Nice.
yeah, and
I love words.
it's amazing how in 15 minutes you can get all the beats of A Christmas Carol, get through it, and have a lot of fun with it. So yeah,
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's we're doing it on Saturday the 7th, I believe. So coming up real soon. But
Is
yeah,
there going to be anyone recording it and posting it anywhere?
I sure hope so. Because I think that needs to be seen, you know.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's but overall there's going to be a couple of skits in it, a lot of music. Like there's going to be a bell choir, and then a community choir, some solos and duets and things, and then some
Wow.
funny
Cool.
skits and stuff. Yeah, it's quite the production.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, oh man, it's been fun. Just to be a part of something that's giving out Christmas spirit,
Yeah.
this time of year. So uh, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Good. If I can watch it, I will.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Sometimes they'll record the plays that they have, but sometimes there's copyright issues or something. But
Oh, right.
I don't know. Maybe I'll see if somebody I know in the audience can do a little bootleg video of my skit. So
Yeah.
it's that's the reason everyone's coming is to see that. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
would be like the headliner, something with a plot, you know?
Right, right. Yeah, there's like another one is they're basically doing the Gift of the Magi short story, but it's retold in a different setting. I think it's like a brother and sister. But yeah, I haven't seen that whole part yet because I will have a chance to watch most of it in the audience. So I don't want to. I
Oh,
want to
nice.
kind of wait. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then hopefully after that things will kind of settle down and we'll just have a nice and quiet Christmas season.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, I'll be looking for some books to read. So
Good.
I've got you. You've got a stack there, and
Yep.
start reading through. Yeah, yeah. So when it comes to Christmas stories, do you have some favorite uh, Christmas books you like to read, or stories you like to revisit every year?
Yeah, I like A Christmas Carol. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the book is better than the movie, you know? I do like A Muppet Christmas Carol, but it's not the same. It's It's fresh green beans versus canned green beans. They're not the same, but they're both great. Apples
I
and oranges.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I really like the Christmas Carol. Mm. And then I do read a lot of Christmas culinary cozy mysteries. That's a lot of C's. But yeah, I like all those. Maybe I'm reading in this research, but I like them.
Yeah, I got to do your research, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, see
Yeah.
if I'm doing it right.
I also love A Christmas Carol. I mean, everybody on my who listens knows it's maybe borderline obsession. I don't know.
Yeah,
When
you
does it
dig the Dickens.
when does it cross to obsession? I don't know. But it's it was I can't remember if I mentioned this on the podcast or not before, but there is a part in the skit that had kind of a lull. It was where Scrooge was supposed to get ready for bed, you know, before the ghosts
Oh,
come out. And so the director said, "Could you ad lib something there just to fill up the silence?" And I said, "Sure." And
ah,
so as I'm doing that, I start quoting from A Christmas Carol
whoa.
as Scrooge, you know, saying, you know, "Out upon Christmas," and every idiot who goes about with "Merry Christmas" on his lips and all that line, you know. And a couple of people were like, "That was really good. Did you just make that up right now?" And I'm like, "No."
Actually, no.
I should have said yes, but you know, no, that wasn't me. But what I found interesting was, you know, them not knowing that was from the book and how they immediately connected to what he was saying about, you know, how much he hated the Christmas season, and people who celebrated it should just be dead and boiled and buried, you know. And it just it it caught their attention, like, whoa, that's really good, that's powerful, you know. And
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
is. It's nappy.
yeah, it wasn't me. I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. So,
Yeah. I quote Marley lines
Mhm.
anytime I'm carrying chains for my dad, because I carry chains a surprising amount on the ranch. So
Mhm.
I'm out working with my dad, and he'll be like, "Oh, pick up that chain so we can pull this tree down." And I'll be like, "I wore the chains I forged in life." I think it's funny. I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I also quote Christmas Carol throughout the year.
Yeah,
I get weird looks sometimes, but you know, that's just me.
that's okay.
Yeah. 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 Well, what I was going to ask, usually I try to ask what do you have coming out here soon, but it's your that short
Okay.
story collection is coming out December 14th.
Yeah, I keep
Uh
stumbling over the title, A Cookie of a Scoundrel.
Cookie of a Scoundrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they all have, I guess that's why there's a lot of recipes attached to it, because they all have cookies in them.
Mm.
So my story is A Caterer's Guide to Fudge and Felonies.
Love the alliteration. That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this really might need to be on my TBR list here because I love Christmas cookies. I mean, if I had a kryptonite, you know, that would be it. Well, and there are recipes in this collection, you said?
Some
Or
people included them in their stories.
okay.
I didn't think to do that, so we might put them all in, but we might just give away a free ebook
Mhm.
collection of recipes. I guess
Well,
we haven't decided yet,
I'll
but
keep
there are
my
a lot of recipes in there.
yeah. I'll keep my eyes open for that one.
Good. Thanks.
That sounds good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, that all sounds wonderful. It's really good to catch up with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Where can folks find you again? I know you're at jessicathompsonauthor.com, right? And then you're on social media.
Yeah, if you want the recipes, that's jessicathompsonauthor.com. I have the blog section is really just recipes. And yeah, I'm on Instagram the most. So that's Jessica author and then a number 2 at the end because
Mhm.
of issues in the past. Anyway, and then Jessica author on Facebook too. So I'm posting about like I posted about my grandma's fudge on there,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm making cakes, and for this weekend I'm making a cookie order for someone. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
lots of recipes in both places.
Yeah, I know I say I've said before, but I really love your Instagram presence.
Thanks.
Your videos and clips and everything are just hilarious.
I try to just keep it real.
Yeah,
So
your
that's
one
me.
recently about trying to promote a Christmas book in Texas or something, and you come out
Yeah.
and were you quoting from Hocus
Um,
Pocus, I think
yeah,
it
that's
was.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a beautiful morning. It stakes.
Yeah.
Whatever that line
Makes
was.
me
Yeah.
sick
That's it.
because yeah, it's like 90 degrees on Thanksgiving. I'm still picking tomatoes. I have to go out after this and pick some tomatoes.
Oh, fun.
So it doesn't feel Christmassy. Today's at least chilly,
And what is chili in Texas? Like 80?
like 50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
But really, it was 90 forever. And then it was finally 70s. That'd be like last week.
Yeah.
So this is the first week that's felt like fall.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you get used to that heat, I could see that. Yeah.
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 Well, we not to rub it in, but we did have a little bit of snow a couple days ago.
Cool.
Less than an inch, but it was always welcome. So,
Yeah. When Texas gets less than an inch, everything shuts down.
right.
But do you guys have plows and like you're ready for it? So people just
Yep.
carry on?
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. We have infrastructure in place, so
Good.
yeah.
So it's not like a snow day.
No, although sometimes I feel like we do get snow days a little too easily, but
Yeah.
that's because I don't want my kids at home, I guess. I don't know.
And
No,
it like eats up later vacation times.
it does.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Um, oh well. It's always fun to go out, and my dog. She loves to go out into the snow. She'll just eat it right off the ground and frolic through it. So,
nice.
yeah. All righty. Well, Jessica, thanks for coming on the show again.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
folks, she has a good selection of Christmas books and collections out. I'd highly recommend. And if I don't talk to you again soon, I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Thanks again for listening. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to go ahead and head out. I think there's some Christmas cookies downstairs. My conversation with Jessica sure made me hungry. If you would like to help support my podcast, the best thing you can do is share it with others. Let them know about it and what you love about it. I am hoping to grow my audience this year. If you'd like to help support the podcast, there are links in the show notes. Please take care. Take care of yourself. And as Scrooge said, let us honor Christmas in our hearts and try to keep it all the year. Have a very Merry Christmas.